touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of a... across the 30 to the 31.
Down at the 31. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Jackson now. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They go play action now. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
The Ravens at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
To throw on 2nd down. Gilmore. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, Gilmore airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Hey, report! Report!
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Hey, middle. Nice one.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. That'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off play action. Gilmore buying time to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
To throw on third down, Gilmore. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punt. As he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Jackson on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point. And he's going to tie up the game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you can account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Gilmore. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They try the left side here with Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Looking to throw on second down. Gilmore. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down. Gilmore. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 39, Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles.
Under pressure, and he'll go down, back at the 26-yard line. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Gilmore. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Don't need to go back and once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Gilmore. He finds his man complete. It's Morrison. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Morrison.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Morrison. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Ravens 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right at the 35.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the
lead. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 58 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Jackson here is going to look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. When you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. Looking to throw. Gilmore. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now.
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Kirby
Joseph. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter, both offense and defense.